Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to our Byzantium playthrough in EU4 with me, your host, Luckymarine, where... Oh, we've got troops down here, don't we? Let's use them to good effect. We could probably mop up this with your 3-star general, a 6-4. Alright, well we have about twice the troops in the area, so yeah, we'll mop up this. Take this fort back. But yeah, we were concentrating our Aragon. I assumed that the Commonwealth, Hungary and Bohemia were going to be able to deal with the likes of Austria and Denmark. I was wrong. Anyway, we're doing our business. As long as we can siege through Aragonese forts, then he should be squealing fairly soon. Force your fleet back out onto us. How are we getting on here? Combat width of 35, combat width or engagement width of just 27. What do you get that's better than us? Coastal Sea. What ideas did you take? Maritime ideas. Holy moly. I finally found a country that has taken maritime ideas. Okay, well, is it going to help you? I don't know. And I have Diplo points to spend. Let's spend Diplo points on grabbing some more mercantilism. Another 5 should help us along. Ultra access from Mamluks. Nope. If you have 2 heavies to our 12, yeah, this should be easy. Eliminated another heavy. He's now gone to the Baleares. I doubt we're going to get over there. In fact, we do have 25 transports. We could do. We could get over to the Baleares. Force this fleet out again. Not that we need to. Use it in Mercia. That should contain the Aragonish troops in here, unless you've got access through Portugal, which you did before, but I don't know if they might have revoked. No, they haven't revoked it. Still, keeps him contained. And it is predominantly cannons he's got down here. No, so he's still got an adequate enough front row to protect his cannons in the back. We won't be facing cannons in the front row. Alright. France, are you still not pumped out a child? No. We might be able to grab France in the personal union again. Not again. Might be able to grab him for the first time. Where are you going? Well, let's head down this way. We'll try and squish the 20 stack at some point. If you got rid of your devastation in Tatooine, yeah, so we no longer need that fort up. So let's turn you off, get rid of you. We'll do... How quick are these siege takes? Each siege phase is 10 days. That's quite good. With only a 4 bonus. If we had 40 artillery here, we'd have quite the siege takes. It helps that the leader we've got in charge of here is plus 15% to his siege ability, so that's nice. You move. Let's have a look where you're off to. Yeah, I thought so. You're going to cut back inside. Let's try and get over here to cut you off. You're heading down here, that's fair enough. Then you're going to head Jerusalem. Jerusalem is in the flat. Once we get here, I don't mind hitting you in the flat. Right, let's borrow you for the time being. Once you're locked, we'll hit you in the flat of Jerusalem with 4 shock and 4 fire against your 6 fire and 4 shock. Okay. How do we fight? A little bit worse with him in terms of morale, better tactics, much better discipline. So if anything, his morale is going to work against him, because he's going to end up staying around for longer as we're taking bigger and bigger chunks out of him. Which means you're more likely of a wipe. Alright, we'll swap the other guy back in and you can follow them back up that way. We'll take... you out to Madrid. Actually no, we're going to have to go all the way to Toledo. In fact, let's just squish this guy. 41 on to 33. We don't have a back row to speak of, but I'm fairly confident. Yeah, he doesn't think that he can win. So I try to run away. So we're not going to do well in the fire phase. We're not going to do in any of the in any of those phases. Wow. Yeah, back row is fairly important, it would appear. See General back in charge. You get chucked onto that. You get thrown onto that fort as well. At least we can bring this 29 stack back, and he's not going to get charged down because we've blockaded the strait. That was a bad idea. Yeah, in 1735, the cannons have quite the pips. Yeah, I should have waited for this fort to fall. How are we doing in Denmark? 1 fort, 2 fort. We might be able to get Denmark out actually. Why not? Oh, soon. We might be able to get him out. Soonish. Okay, you come back. We'll take Gibraltar. He's probably going to try to sit on Valencia, but we'll be through this fort before he can take Valencia, I'm fairly certain. Good. That's 4. We'll wait for the 5th one to come in. Actually, no. We'll just start them now. Okay, you move on. Accidentally squished a 5 stack. How do you chase these guys down? We know where they're going. We played this game before. What is this? Hungary, why do you have such crap morale? His discipline's good, but yeah, he just doesn't have the morale to stand up to the Austrians. I mean, yeah, good composition. It's just the Austrians fight that little bit better. You could argue that the leader was better as well, but oh well. Denmark, do you want out? You do. Can we take war reps? No. Okay, let's get you out for nothing. If nothing else, it will consolidate our stacks and focus them in now on Austria. And boost our war score, of course. Next. Okay. Time to merge these stacks up and actually hit this guy. Where are you going? Can we get you there? We can. No, we can't. That was a lie. You're running. Okay, well we can, we can't, we can. Obviously we could. Squish. Go on, squish. No. And it's not going to be a squish here. He's going to be able to get across to probably Silistria. But we'll take our fort back. Now keeping high prestige is paramount to grabbing personal unions. I think I'd rather lose the army tradition. Anyone with wheels, step off. It's only level 2. We'll eat through that pretty quickly. And let's squish you. With the back row, it's a different story. That should be a wipe. Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. Okay. Half of you head north. We'll split you lot up and take back the stuff in the south. Won that siege pretty quickly. You didn't get very far. We'll mop these up. We're already at 50%. Our minions are now fully focused on Austria and just Austria. Austria, how many troops do you have? What force limit and how many manpower? How much manpower? He's down to about 30,000 manpower. Okay. What is this? What is this? No, all of you. All of you just got. You are on siege. So what? Why are you dithering? Why is this? What is this? There's more than enough people here to take that back, to take Vienna, and to support each other. Oh, the AI. They will be the death of me one day. I'll have a stroke. One day. One day. A few years from now, I'll get that angry at the AI. They'll hold a foothold in Swahili Coast. I don't want any of these footholds. All you're going to do is give me a claim. I can already claim on Kilwa. I don't want an outpost down here that I can't defend and that I need to station people in permanently. I'd rather have contiguous borders that we can walk around in. Anyway. Let's get you squished. And you're not moving. That's better for us. That took longer than expected, but at least it was a wipe. Move you away and purchase an ability. This is mega strong. Although this helps in fights, being able to speed march without having to invest your monarch points is really useful. So let's do that. Allows us to deploy troops around the map just that little bit quicker. And mobility is everything when it comes to warfare. No. Let's just cancel that. Give me something better. Can't wait for the tech trees to come out. That's going to be fun. Alright, so we've finally got enough troops around here to actually to fight back against Austria. Might get Austria to spit people out. Still just the same? Okay. $144 in Mecca. Oh, Mecca. Well, once you've been called, I'll build a cathedral there. That will give us +3 to local missionary strength, and we might be able to get through Mecca in a decent amount of time. Okay, Let's get you lot across here. We'll take back these provinces that Aragon's being troopers. I don't know what Bohemia's doing here. Might as well get your speed marching now. It's free. To an extent. It's free to an extent. You don't increase your, you don't recover your morale whilst you're speed marching. So it's important to turn off when you're not using it. Right, you split it and take all this back so Oregon can't spit troops out. Still, you're still marching around. You could have taken this fort back 18 times over. Oh my word. And I think that's about it. That's about it, although I would like Austria to take a little bit of a kick in from my minions. However, the sooner we're out of this fight, the sooner we can get back into a fight with Aragon. I would like your coast. Coalition, okay. All the way up to Girona. Do I want it all? Do I want a border with France? Do I want France to maybe flip on us? We'll take that. We'll take that island, and we'll take Malta as well, because they're all annoying me. And from here, I'd like you fort. I would like Toledo as well, and Castilla la Vieja. Maybe not. Maybe not. 96 overextension. We can eat 96 overextension. 103, 115. 103. Is there anything we can do to raise our absolutism just a little bit? There is. We can strengthen government. Now, what is it? At 59. It's down to 95, which means... No, he's still just out of reach. Nope, you're 99.4. Can take Navarre as well. Can we royal marriage anybody? Do we have space for it? We do. Would anyone want to royal marriage me right now? Savoy would. Ulm would. Let's get royal marriage with Ulm. Drops our legitimacy. Allows us to strengthen government yet again. 100 military power. We get another 2 absolutism. And from there we'll peace out. And hopefully... No diplomats, yep. Busy marrying myself off to Ulm. You're down to 98. That's 101. And we could continue this game of marrying... We can break the royal marriage with Ulm right now for just 1 prestige. It does mean using quite a lot of military power though. Do we want Navarra? Or would we like something a little bit better? Nope, Navarra. It doesn't quite stop France from declaring on Aragon, but it does a job. War score of just 63%, right? Well, let's revoke some of these calls that you've got. Nope. Does not want to do any of that. Maybe war reps. Nope, okay. I'll make do with revoking a few of my calls. And that's just Tlemcen and Morocco. I would have expected a lot more to get involved there, especially as we're eating our way into Europe. Okay. No reason to delay this any longer. Let's get you out. Was there a reason to delay it any longer? Did Mecca come in? It didn't come in, but we're still going to be safe. Just, I should have looked at this before I pieced out, but we're going to be safe. We're going to be safe on that. It's fine. Let's grab all of these cores, as many as we can. Root out the corruption needed. How much do we have? A little bit. Alright, we'll root out about 15 per year. Not 0.15 per year. Within 2 years you'll be gone pretty much. And if we're not coring, we might as well be converting. Only takes them 9 months. Who do we have? Improved relations, aggressive expansion impact. Ooh, this might have had an effect. Coalition. Nope, these guys don't even care. Don't even care. Even Portugal isn't that pissed off. And he's of the same culture group. Same culture group, same religion. Everyone here should be tearing their hair out. These guys here should be losing their shit. Portugal should have. You're the same religion, aren't you? Nope, Reformed and Catholic. That might have had something to do with it. That might have dampened the aggressive expansion impact even more. Okay, alright. So how are we looking? We're looking good. We are looking good. We're looking good for getting the entirety of the Mediterranean coast. Once you've got the entirety of the Mediterranean coast, then money is just no longer an issue. Although you could argue it's not an issue right now. I was meant to build something. I was meant to build a cathedral down here once you finished in March. Russia no longer considers us. Is that our siege leader that's just left? Nope, we've still got a siege leader. Good. Portugal. If we were to round on you. 16 dev, 10 dev, 12. We already have a claim on Severe. Algarve we could fabricate upon. Nope, we'll just take Granada. And you're already at war with Sunder. So your troops are further afield, probably. We already have troops over here. If we were to declare war on you, Savoy comes in and the Papal State comes in. Occupied by Sulu. Occupied by Sulu. Do you know where Sulu is? Sulu is a tiny one. I know, I'm shocked as well. It's a tiny one province minor nation here. And Sulu has aggressively attacked into Savoy. I mean, it could be someone who's transferred it to Sulu, but still. Who else are you at war with? Sulu and Brunei. So who's marched their troops all the way up here? Brunei. Brunei has marched his troops all the way up to Savoy. If I were to declare war on you and Savoy came in, how much would they come in by? Another 4 reasons, and we could eliminate Savoy from this list. Oh, and we could also invite the United States in. Why not? Why the hell not? I know that's a big Mexico. What has happened here? Who is playing Mexico? Who the hell is playing Mexico? This is like a player. It has to be. What culture do you have? Probably French. Probably popped out of France. Nope, English culture, therefore it's an ex-English colony. Are you still under England? No, you grew far too big for England. So, this is an interesting border the United States and Mexico have got. Royal marriage? No. No, because you're a republic. Surprised me that the United States didn't flip into a republic. They usually do. I was surprised that we could get a royal marriage here. France, 61 years old. Still don't have an heir. Still don't have an heir. Interesting. Let's get these claims on Aragon before we lose our spy network. Madrid, 33 dev. Yeah, let's grab you as well. And you might as well come back. We're not going to be into Aragon any longer. Level 8 fort in the mountains. We might as well keep you around just for the time being. Level 8 fort. Don't know why you put him in the hills. And I thought Girona was mountains. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, Navarra. I got mixed up with Navarra. So this side of the Pyrenees, there's mountains. I don't know why you'd put a fort here. You'd chuck one here. And perhaps one here. But this isn't doing much. Alright. Get everyone unblack flagged. State appointed lay members, what is this? 5 patriarch authority. 50 admin power. How much patriarch authority do we already have? We have 100 patriarch authority already. I needed to lose patriarch authority for something. For granting metropolitan? Doing metropolitan stuff over here in Roma. There's an achievement that you can get for consecrating metropolitan in Rome. But I couldn't because my patriarch authority was already maxed. So I will take the 50 admin power. We'll consecrate metropolitan to grab that patriarch authority back. That should be an achievement. There we go. Achievement unlocked. Redecorating. Nice one. Let's grab some more of these cores. You've got a missionary in your at the moment. That's fine. That is fine. Now come on, France. Empress. Empress. Okay. Yeah, we're probably going to end up on the throne of France. And depending on what claim strength the heir is, we might be able to claim throne and force personal union. It would probably mean having to support loyalists for all of these guys. But that would be worth it. That would be the one giant cherry on top of the personal union cake. Right, you lot. Stop force marching everywhere. Our next fight is probably against the Papal States, actually. We don't have a lot of aggressive expansion up here. No, not you, me. Don't have a lot of aggressive expansion up here, so we can go to war with the Papal State, man. Or go towards Portugal. Portugal does the same job. Although Portugal's already on his knees. And Savoy might not join soon. Yeah, this is probably the better play. Do this. Bring both the United States and France in. France might not be needed. France might not be needed, but if we call him in and he expels his troops on the Papal States, it's going to make it easier for us if we go to claim the throne. The United States can take care of Alaska, California, Portuguese Columbia and Caribas, one would assume. Portuguese California, Portuguese Columbia. Yeah, you can deal with stuff in the New World. Alright, let's get back into our own lands. Nuremberg is now a free city. I'm fairly certain that Nuremberg starts the game as a free city, so I don't know what's happened there. I don't know how they've lost it. Maybe they expanded. If you expand in the HRE beyond military access from Brunei, no. If you expand beyond just the one province minor, you lose your free city status. Let's get you into Valencia. You can be fixing yourselves up. We have 12 heavies. Portugal, if we were to go to war with you, how many heavies do you have? Bear in mind you're a global naval power. Fair enough. Fair enough. So we're not going to have naval dominance. So any troops that I need over here, they need to be here before we even kick this fight off with Portugal. Because I doubt we're going to be able to just march troops across the Straits of Gibraltar. You come in as well. What diplotech are you on? 26 to R26. Same military tech as well. You have better admin tech than us because we've been busy coring stuff. And we can make Sade. Do we make Sade? What space have we got? Yeah, we can make Sade. Said, maybe? I don't know, it might be Said. Alright, so it involves the Marmaduke capital. Yeah, I'll go for that. Okay, have you finished yet? You have. Legion's Enter, so local missionary strength of -5. We can mitigate 3 of that just by building a basilica. Gives us local mission strength of +3. Let's do that. Because at the moment it's going to take 144 months. Which, bearing in mind it's a centre of... it's a religious centre, that's still not too bad. But another 3%, that should bring this down to under 50 months. And that's all that we need. Armenia just brings in Biapas. What about Homos? Kilwa, Biapas. Speaking of Kilwa, if we were to go to war with you, and tomorrow, Homos, are you guaranteed by Kilwa? You are. If we were to go to war with Kilwa, it would just bring in on tomorrow, which is this guy here. So it'd just be fighting Kilwa mano a mano. I think I know where our next fight is after Portugal and the Papal States. By the time we've taken stuff off the Papal States. And possibly Savoy. I mean, if I don't have to fight Savoy, I don't really want to. I'd rather just take a lump out of Portugal, a lump out of the Papal States. Drive our aggressive expansion up in this theatre, and then turn away and take a giant lump out of Kilwa. Hello, dear. We did used to have a royal marriage with you. Guaranteed by Kilwa. Yeah, I know. So if Kilwa's guaranteeing everybody around here, we might as well just go for the belly of the beast and take them out. Still France. Still 61 years old. 61 years old in 1737. In real world terms, that's probably about 1 million. Military access... No... Why? How are you at war with Austria? Austria, what's all this about? Defending against Holland in the Dutch reconquest of Paderborn. Yeah, I know. Oh, Holland got bigger. If we were to declare war into you, Austria wouldn't come in because you're already fighting him. France would. France, are you in this fight? Ooh, interesting. Interesting. That should weaken them a little bit. Let's grab a couple of these cores as well so we can fob them off onto the estates. Because they're bleating about how hard done by they are. That's not a lot, is it? Still, it was enough. What about you? Nope. That will do. That will do. You should be grouping up. Let's bring you... No, we're going to have to go towards the Papal State. I did think that these guys would easily be able to rip into the Papal State and siege them out, but they had such issues getting through forts the first time around that I think I'm going to have to go hold their hand. But that is going to be it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Luckymarine. As always, you have been amazing. Join me next time for War with Portugal and to drag in the Papal State, hopefully. Until then, do take care.